fingers. Men whose index finger is longer than their ring finger are a third less likely to get the disease. Researchers from the University of Warwick and the Institute of Cancer Research say the findings could be used as a simple test for prostate cancer risk. Well, Emma Halls, the Chief Executive of Prostate Action, is in our central London studio for us now. Good afternoon. How significant is this research then?
Well, we know that we need to be able to identify risk in order to be able to screen those men that we think are at much higher risk of prostate cancer. And knowing that a man with a longer index finger than a ring finger is a third less likely to get prostate cancer could add to other factors that we know, such as a family history, ethnicity, and all of these things will help us identify those men that need screening and those that don't.
So what does this mean potentially in terms of prevention of the disease?
Well, so currently prostate cancer kills a man an hour in the UK, and although instances of prostate cancer are rising because we're an ageing population, the death rate has actually stayed pretty static for the last few years. But at the moment we can't tell the difference between those aggressive cancers and those non-aggressive, so those that would need radical treatment quite quickly and those that don't. So anything that helps identify this is really of significance.
So do you think then that this research will reduce the number of deaths, or are we getting ahead of ourselves a bit then?
Unfortunately, I think we're getting ahead of ourselves. We're so much we don't know about prostate cancer. We're probably about 10 years behind breast cancer in terms of what's known about the disease. And although this is another piece of the jigsaw, we still need much more research in order to be able to reduce that death rate.
And what advice would you give to men with shorter fingers then? What should they make about all this?
Well, I think I'd give the same advice to all men, and that's A, know that you have a prostate, B, know what it does, be able to recognise the symptoms, so you may be getting up more in the night to go to the toilet, if you have a family history of prostate cancer, if you're from the Afro-Caribbean community, do go and ask your GP for a PSA test. It's a simple blood test, it measures a protein in the blood, and that's how we're going to be able to diagnose more men quicker.
Okay, Emma Halls, Chief Executive of Prostate Action. Thanks very much indeed for your time.
Thank you.
Now, changes to policing in